Ezekiel 1 Good News Translation Bible text and audio. 1 On the 5th day of the 4th month of the 30th year, I, Ezekiel the priest, son of Buzi, was living with the Jewish exiles by the Chebar River in Babylonia. The sky opened, and I saw a vision of God. 2 It was the 5th year since King Jehoiachin had been taken into exile. 3 There in Babylonia beside the Chebar River, I heard the Lord speak to me, and I felt his power. 4 I looked up and saw a windstorm coming from the north. Lightning was flashing from a huge cloud, and the sky around it was glowing. Where the lightning was flashing, something shone like bronze. 5 At the center of the storm I saw what looked like 4 living creatures in human form. 6 But each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. 7 Their legs were straight, and they had hoofs like those of a bull. They shone like polished bronze. 8 In addition to their 4 faces and 4 wings, they each had 4 human hands, one under each wing. 9 2 wings of each creature were spread out so that the creatures formed a square, with their wingtips touching. When they moved as a group without turning their bodies. 10 Each living creature had 4 different faces, a human face in front, a lion's face at the right, a bull's face at the left, and an eagle's face at the back. 11 2 wings of each creature were raised so that they touched the tips of the wings of the creatures next to it, and their other 2 wings were folded against their bodies. 12 Each creature faced all 4 directions, and so the group could go wherever they wished, without having to turn. 13 Among the creatures there was something that looked like a blazing torch, constantly moving. The fire would blaze up and shoot out flashes of lightning. 14 The creatures themselves darted back and forth with the speed of lightning. 15 As I was looking at the 4 creatures I saw 4 wheels touching the ground, one beside each of them. 16 All 4 wheels were alike. Each one shone like a precious stone, and each had another wheel intersecting it at right angles. 17 So that the wheels could move in any of the 4 directions. 18 The rims of the wheels were covered with eyes. 19 Whenever the creatures moved, the wheels moved with them, and if the creatures rose up from the earth, so did the wheels. 20 The creatures went wherever they wished, and the wheels did exactly what the creatures did, because the creatures controlled them. 21 So every time the creatures moved or stopped or rose in the air, the wheels did exactly the same. 22 Above the heads of the creatures there was something that looked like a dome made of dazzling crystal. 23 There under the dome stood the creatures, each stretching out 2 wings toward the ones next to it and covering its body with the other 2 wings. 24 I heard the noise their wings made in flight. It sounded like the roar of the sea, like the noise of a huge army, like the voice of Almighty God. When they stopped flying, they folded their wings. 25 But there was still a sound coming from above the dome over their heads. 26 Above the dome there was something that looked like a throne made of sapphire, and sitting on the throne was a figure that looked like a human being. 27 The figure seemed to be shining like bronze in the middle of a fire. It shone all over with a bright light. 28 That had in it all the colors of the rainbow. This was the dazzling light which shows the presence of the Lord. When I saw this, I fell face downward on the ground. Then I heard a voice.